An already busy travel season has been further complicated by the ongoing partial government shutdown, leaving TSA workers to perform their duties without pay. In an effort to relieve pressure on the agency, the Trump administration is deploying ICE agents to these 14 airports you see on your screen there. So far, no ICE agents are expected at either PDX or SeaTac. So let's get out to our Devin Haskins, who's live for us at PDX. And Devin, what's it like out there today?
Yeah, wait times there here at TSA checkpoints are relatively low and have been that way pretty much all day long compared to what we're seeing at some of the major airports around the country, and as well as TSA agent callouts. Hearing that those numbers are very low here at PDX, again, compared to some of the other airports.
As the partial government shutdown continues and impacts TSA agents working without pay, a big concern is long lines. While PDX wait times hovered around 10 minutes at midday, it was a stark difference to other airports around the country with lines out the door.
It's the most loaded I ever seen in my life.
They were pretty bad. They were out the door, all the way through the terminal, and then to the parking lot where like the Uber drivers were at and stuff.
It's also the start of the busy spring break season at PDX. The airport expecting more than 1 million travelers to come through here over the next 3 weeks.
I've been checking the websites and seeing the times have been looking really good.
Over the weekend, President Trump said he would send ICE agents to some of the busiest airports to help TSA agents out and move lines faster. PDX was not on the list, but airports from Chicago, New York, Atlanta, and Houston among the 13 that were. Trump writing on Truth Social, "I would greatly appreciate, however, no masks when helping our country out of what he called a Democrat-caused mess at the airports."
Their number one mission there, as the president said, is help TSA with security, help move the flow of people through those lines.
NBC News reports that at least 50 ICE personnel per shift will be at each airport, but won't be performing screening duties. Instead, will monitor entrances and exits. Their presence, a topic of conversation and concern for some travelers.
ICE has no place in our airports, and I do not support that.
Yeah, I wasn't thrilled about that. I was wondering when that's starting.
Others we talked with, though, didn't see it as an issue.
100%, yeah. They're just to come and help get people through the exits and entry, and they're not there to scan us or do any of those type things. So,
and I think that's fine in busy times when people are struggling to get home and travel, and if it moves people through, then I don't see any problem with that.
White House border czar Tom Homan said that more airports could be added to that list. President Trump said that if the lines don't shorten anytime soon, he would consider sending in the National Guard.
All right, Devin, thanks very much. In Washington, SeaTac said as of now, operations remain normal despite the partial shutdown. In response to the president's plan to send ICE in to help TSA, Washington Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal calls this, quote, a thinly veiled attempt to intimidate people during travel. A veteran aviation journalist noted that the two roles are very different.
And TSA agents are there to de-escalate any sort of a stressful situation. I have not seen ICE operate very effectively in a de-escalation mode, and that's a major concern.
Behind the scenes, many officers are now relying on community support just to get by. $13,000 in food and essentials have been donated to federal workers at SeaTac, including gas and grocery gift cards, and they're doing the same here in PDX.